Hey Similes, it's Deligracy here with a twins makeover video for my twins LP. And basically we have the characters Aria and Laurie. If you guys haven't watched the LP, it's very dramatic. It's about twins. It's about their inheritance, or basically they are now loaded because their dad passed away and his wealth was trying to be stolen by an evil maid who actually married him. But in any case, you can watch the LP if you want to find out more about it. But I did ask viewers if you guys wanted me to record giving them a makeover, because I just felt like they needed a new look for the LP. They needed to be freshened up a bit. They've now moved out into a new home, and I wanted their looks to, suit the new homes. And yeah, so I also got told in the last video I updated the thumbnail and I got the comments that the girls looked like cougars, which really wasn't the look I was going for. So a lot of you guys will be pleased to know that I have aged them down to young adults. So I feel like so much has happened in this LP that they really didn't have much of they didn't get to enjoy much of their young adulthood, or we really didn't get to explore it very much. So I'm excited that we can actually do that now that they've been aged down. They look more youthful, and it'll be fun to explore their love life and, having kids, maybe working, all of that jazz. And yeah, anyways, we're starting off with Aria, and her look is very much reflective of the house that she's living in right now. I did record a speed build of it, of her and Laurie's houses that you can watch, but basically there's a lot of neutral colors, soft browns, creams, and pastels. So her dress sense is a little bit like that. She's inherited a lot of money, so I did want her to wear a bit of jewelry and be really nicely presented, but at the same time, because she's been through so much, she's kind of quite a humble girl as well. So she is well off, but she's humble. So instead of like making her overdressed or in heels, she wears flats, and she has her hair kind of loosely tied to the side. And I just thought that suited her more. That's how I imagine her character to be. So anyways, we're playing around with a few different clothes. We're going to change her up a bit more. I think we actually come back to her after Laurie, possibly, or maybe we just, I'm not sure. I think we do actually come back to her. But she's such a pretty girl. Both of these twins are. They have grown up to look very nice. But Aria has copped a lot of criticism for putting on weight. She has put on weight throughout the LP, but she is gorgeous at any size, of course. But girl has been through a lot in her sim life, okay? She has been through so much, a lot of sim deaths. So, give the girl a break. She's allowed to put on a little bit of weight. It hasn't really been the most important thing, I think, on her radar. But I will get her to work out a bit in the LP. One, because I just imagine her character would want to stay healthy and fit. And also I imagine her to... I don't know. I just imagine that she would want to work out just a little bit. And in saying that, though, now I'm just thinking in my next LP, when I do release a new LP, I would actually probably like to explore having a more curvy or overweight sim, just because I think it's more realistic. I think most LPs, everyone has the same slender, skinny Sims, and I just, partly that's because of the Sims game and the animation, how they're rendered and whatnot. But yeah, in reality, I think so much of the population is overweight, definitely in Australia as well. And yeah, I think it would be good to reflect that because, it's got to be realistic. But I also, okay, we're moving on to Laurie now. I'll get back to what I was just about to say then. But basically Laurie's look, to sum it up, she is badass. She is a criminal, and while she's kind of a Robin Hood criminal, I imagine she would do bad stuff, but for the good. Kind of Dexter style, but not Dexter style. She really doesn't care about the money that she has. I don't think you wouldn't know that she's loaded. She's very casual. She has flaming red hair, and I actually give her some very edgy, she's an edgy girl, but I give her also, I think, 2 looks that I was more thinking that'd be appropriate for her career because she's like a criminal. I gave her black leather pants and a black leather jacket, and I thought with her flaming red hair it looked really cool. I could imagine her creeping around doing stuff, and yeah. She also maybe would be required to seduce, so she needs to look sexy in a couple of outfits as well, I don't know, James Bond girl style. So I had a bit of fun with that. And I did notice one of those hairstyles with the ponytail, there was a little bit of an issue with the hair at the front. It was slightly flashing, pixelated. It was actually doing what I'm used to seeing with custom content hair. So a bit of a bummer. I'm not sure if that's just the shape of my Sim's head, but I deliberately steer away from custom content to avoid that. So when it's in the game, it worries me a little bit. But anyways, what I was going to say just before is I have to have a rant, you guys. And I'm sorry this isn't to do with the video, but because it just happened, I'm so frustrated. Anyways, so my boyfriend's sister's having a baby, which is super exciting. She's due any day now, and she has actually asked us both to get the whooping cough vaccination, which is pretty common it's definitely recommended for pregnant women and fathers of young infants to have it. And also in Australia, if you're going to be around the baby a lot of pregnant women will actually ask their close friends and family to get it too. So that's no surprise. I was happy enough to get it. But I went to the doctors to get it, and they said, oh, sorry, we don't have it here. You have to get a script to go to the chemist to get it. And then you have to come back to the doctors. I was like, okay. So I got my script. I went to the chemist. They had it. And then I couldn't go back to the doctors again because I didn't have time. So they said, oh, don't worry, just put it in your fridge. So I put it in the fridge. I then went back to the doctors. I had to take an hour and a half off work. I work full time, so I had to plan to leave work, which meant the night before I was up until 1:30 doing YouTube. And then, I just kissed my microphone. And then, so I was tired. I left work early. I also worked an hour overtime last night, which is why I was up so late doing YouTube, because I knew I'd be leaving early today. Anyways, so I got to the doctors and they said, when I told them I'd kept it in the fridge, they said, oh, well, we can't give it to you now because it's meant to be in a monitored fridge. I said, well, the chemist told me that it didn't have to be. And they're like, no, we have proper fridges to put them in when we get them delivered. They have to go straight into the fridge, like it's pretty strict. And I was like, well, if it's such a big deal, why didn't the chemist know that? I just thought that was weird. The nurse lady was really nice though. But then I said, okay, well, do you have any on site that you can give me? And she was like, yeah, we do. I was like, great, can I just have one of those? And she said, oh, no, sorry, they're only for government-funded patients. I was like, oh, okay, well, can I be a government-funded patient? I'm like, what does it require to be that? And she said, oh, you either have to be the mother or the father of the baby. It's like, okay, so if everyone in Australia who's near a baby should have the whooping cough vaccination, why aren't they more accessible for us to get to? I don't know why I have to do all this back and forth business between doctors and going to the chemist. So that's annoying. And really, it should be available for everyone if it is that important to get it, which I understand if it is. I do believe in vaccinations. I think they are important. And so I said, okay, well, can I just call up the chemist next door and get it and come back? And she said, oh, well, you'll need to come back in the morning, but I'll call up the chemist for you to make sure they have it in stock. I was like, oh, okay, that's strange. So she called up the chemist and they don't even have it in stock, and neither did any of the chemists around where I was. So I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, so many people are around babies. There's new babies all the time. You can't even get them from the chemist when you need it. And the doctors don't have it either. So it's like you have to order it in or something. And it was just really annoying. And that's my entire rant. So anyways, luckily the chemist I originally went to are going to give me 50% off. But then I have to go back again and back to the chemist and then back to the doctor. And because doctors are kind of expensive, it means I have to go to a bulk billing doctor where you can go for free. And then you have a long waiting time. So I have to take another 2 hours off work tomorrow. So it's pretty annoying. Anyways, that's my rant. I'm sorry if I bored you. If I was, you could have skipped that. But anyways, at least this is kind of a different video. So I felt like I could be free and talk about other stuff. But anyways, Laurie's look is nearly complete. We're trying a lot of different outfits here. I think we go back and change her outfit, and we go back and we change Aria's outfit a few times. But I do like her leather jacket and leggings and boots. I think that's pretty cool for her as a criminal. And we're also getting her some really cool sports clothes. I originally made her as a child to be really pretty buff, actually. So when she grew into a teen, she was always buff. She wasn't at all very womanly or curvy, more straight up and down, six-pack style. So I want to keep her in shape and her being fit. I also think it suits her career too, because she's a criminal. I think she'd need to be fit to be running around, or should maybe learn how to fight or something. So we're giving her some really fun sportswear, and now her pajamas have a few crop toppy things, which I thought was kind of cool. And I also got a bit of inspiration from Angelina Jolie, wearing black and beige, and maybe Kim Kardashian too, wearing black and beige a lot. So really because of the red hair. It's often hard to pick colors. If you're a natural redhead, I don't think it's necessarily as hard to pick clothes, maybe a bit harder, but when it's like red hair, I think you're a little bit more limited. So yeah, but going back to Aria now, I think this dress is pretty really cute. I think we change it up a bit. I didn't like this hair on her. We do change that. We change it a few times. I mean, it's okay. I'm not really sure what was frustrating me. Maybe just because I've used it too much. I think when you use something too much, it kind of, well, like anything, you get sick of it. So you want to change it. Yeah, but it's okay. I love her first outfit. I love the dress with the necklace on it. I think that's really pretty. And I actually was doing this for ages. I was just loving dressing them, going through them, and this is actually what I was doing until 1:30 a.m. in the morning because I worked late and then I had dinner and then I Skyped James to organise the meetup and figure out his flights and whatnot. He's flying down to Melbourne from Sydney so we can do a meetup, which is really exciting to meet some of you. And looks like there's going to be quite a few of you there, so that sounds good. It's had a great... we've had great feedback, and yeah, I'm excited. So I was just up late enjoying this till 1:30 and then sometimes you just love the game so much that you get a tad carried away. But yeah, I'm sorry, I just had to wipe my nose. I think I was snotting a little bit accidentally. I still have a slight cold. Oh boy, Deligracy's back home. He went shopping for tacos. We're going to have tacos tonight because it's Taco Tuesday. But when this is uploaded, it'll be Wednesday in Australia, which means that it's going to be Tuesday for a lot of you if you're watching this as soon as it comes out. But anyways, I'm loving this outfit on Aria. I love the striped skirt. We go through so many different colors of tops, and it's just tricky to choose what kind of colors I liked. Bye, boy Deligracy. He came in for a second and then he left. But in the end, I really like this. I think the green and the, what would you call this? Pewter brown, pewter gray. I think that's really pretty with the necklace, and definitely it reflects her kind of beachy vibe. Beachy yet manicured vibe. She's classy beachy. And yeah, we're pretty much coming to the end right now, though. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you don't mind my rant. I'm sorry, I feel a bit bad ranting, but just needed to get it out. And YouTube is a great outlet. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I'll speak to you soon.